what's up, man? Welcome to Gentship in the Studio podcast. This is episode 11, man.
Yeah.
I am MONYC, the MONYC, the king himself, man. Mr. Long Hair Don't Care, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm with my brother, man. What's up?
Yeah, man. And I am Breezy Mongz, aka the boys in the house. JG's group is the house. You know the vibes, bro. We are back, bro.
We are back,
and
man.
This is episode 11, bro.
You know what
episode
it do, 11, you know
bro.
what it do,
You good,
man.
bro?
I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. I'm actually chilled, man. But no, since you're asking that question, man, let's just get into it.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, man. Mind, body, and soul.
That's what's up.
Yeah?
Bro. Mind, body, and soul. I think I am good, bro. Like, thank God for another good day.
It's another good day. It's another blessed day.
It's another blessed day, bro. So thank God for another good day, man. Mind, body, and soul. I think the mind is good. My mind is clear.
Okay.
You understand? I think things are looking good mentally. I think my body's good as well.
Okay.
You know, thank God. Yo, my body has suffered a lot of things for the past couple of weeks. I don't know though. I think it had to do with a lot of liquor, you know, that I've been taking in. I don't know.
You sure it's not the weather?
I don't think it's the weather. I think it's because of the the whole long weekends that we've been having.
Yeah.
And I think those long weekends had to. I liquored a
You
lot.
liquored
up a lot. You know, so I think my body for the past few weeks has been taking that. But thank God, you know, the body is back up. You understand?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You know what it do, man.
Thank God the body's back up, man. You know, sometimes you'll be like, I just want my health back. You understand?
You just need your health back, you know.
So yeah. So and then the soul is good, man. Okay. The soul is good. I think my spirit is good. I'm just looking forward to a lot of things, bro. So yeah, man. What about yourself, bro?
Yo, man. MONYC is good, man. MONYC is good. MONYC is just like floating through the year. I mean, it's been a busy year. I think I'm entering like a busy time in the year of a lot of stuff. But man, we keep pushing. The body, we gotta do them exercises. We gotta be out. We gotta stretch. You gotta keep healthy.
You see me sometimes on the statuses there when I put up a little things up there. Show that you're gonna be exercising the body. You gotta,
man. It's healthy, man. It helps the body, helps the mind, helps the soul.
It helps you relax.
It helps you relax as well, because we live in stressful times. But it is what it is. But the soul is good. Soul is good. Soul is energized. Soul is working. It's like when an agent has been running. Yeah. I'm running.
I was telling you earlier on that we need those Mad Max. Those Mad Max ferry engines, bro. We need them running.
We need them running.
We need them lubricated and running. You know,
it is what it is, man. Because man. It's that we at that time, dog. You know, just keep pushing.
Do you feel like the year? Do you feel like the year is going back too quick for you? What it is?
Is it?
Kind of. Well, not June, but we in almost in June.
Yeah.
And June is like mid-year. You understand?
But I feel like it's no, it's not quick, man. And I just feel it's normal, though.
The reason why I ask you that also is because just in conjunction with Gentship, how things. Do you feel like the year is going too quick for us? In terms of what you're trying to get to, or in terms of how we're moving and sort of those type of stuff?
No, because remember what you said in the previous episode. That everything happens at the right time, especially for Gentship. Yes, we are planning for certain things to happen at a certain time, but I think we're gonna let things happen. We gotta trust in God. We gotta trust. What's the word?
We gotta keep on doing the Lord's work, my king. That's a fact, bro. We gotta keep on doing the Lord's work.
Man. I wish, ideally, if you're thinking about like the time and the stuff we have to do, I would want to do a lot of stuff in this particular year, especially for Gentship. But we gotta pace ourselves, and we can't run ourselves to the ground like. And just kill our energy and stuff like that. We just gotta pace ourselves properly. That's what I think.
No, 100%. I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. You know. Yeah. And the reason why I just asked you that is because I just been looking at how, I don't know, is it maybe the shit of growing up. I feel like when you're still a kid, time or life just moves so slow. You understand? But when you get to a lot of things that we are doing right now, it seems like time is moving on so quick, and you're trying to get to a few things before you even get to them. So much time has passed on, you understand?
When you say it like that, the way I see it now, the way I'm interpreting it now and the way I'm perceiving it. It's like, you know, when you were a kid, you had a whole lot of time to cherish those moments. When you're an adult, there's so many moments that you're capturing. You don't really have time to spend on them. So I feel like that's
just
how it's
through them.
You're just running through, you know. That's how it feels like. Time is just going quickly, especially as an adult. You know, you might think, okay, it's Christmas now, but the next thing it's winter.
It's New Year.
You know, it's New Year. You know,
yeah,
so that's just the way it goes, though. That's the way I see it. That's just the way I see it, though.
But yeah, man, I guess we beg, bro, and please, on that note, man, please subscribe on the channel, bro. Please tap, I don't know where it is.
Somewhere on the screen.
It's somewhere
at the bottom.
Yeah, please tap that subscribe button. You understand? You know the vibes. You know, we Gentship in the studio.
It is what it is.
And don't forget to check out our merch store.
On www.gentship.co.za,
bro.
Yeah.
You understand? That's where the vibe is at. You can all check, and also on them, and you will get everything as far as Gentship, like the music, the merch, the pod. Everything.
Yeah, check us out on Spotify, check us out on Audio Mac, check us out on Apple Music, check us out
on all the fucking DSPs, bro.
Yeah, DSPs,
that's where we at, bro. That's where we at. Yeah, so I think on since we on that note, bro, I think it's safe for us to just recap on what has happened since we were up here. We had the Metro, we had discussed the Metro up here, and how we discussed it, honestly, how it turned out. It was a little bit different. It wasn't far away from what we were talking about. Yeah, you understand? But it was a little bit different. I just want to ask you, and I just want to reflect on how did you think of that, you know, and also on this on these three particular categories. You understand? The best hip hop, the best produced, and the best made. Let's talk about that. What did you think as far as that?
Yeah, let's just start with the best hip hop. With the best hip hop song, which Too Much won. Which I don't know how you feel, but we'll get to you. We'll get to you. I did say it was a nice song, but I think I wanted I said I wanted Uvalo to win.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's I don't know how to take it. But I think not Uvalo to win. I wanted.
You wanted War.
Not War. I wanted.
No, okay, you wanted. Let me cook
to win. But at the end of the day, I think KO did win something out of it. You know what I'm saying. But that's how I feel about it. That one, okay. It won. Well, okay.
Is that how you really feel as far as how that is?
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I mean, previously we did say that all the songs there were dope songs.
They were dope songs. 100%.
All of them almost like deserve to win based on our opinions on the previous episode.
100%.
For me, Too Much. Okay, let me cook out. Should have, but you know, that's how I feel.
I think for me, to me, it came as a shock. Honestly,
yeah,
it came as a shock. I did not think is Too Much is going to win, but I understand it.
In the moment when you saw it, how did you feel?
I was shocked. I was shocked, and I was happy that KO has been recognized because of, even if Let Me Cook would have won, KO would have been recognized, right? Yeah. I was shocked, but I think I'm trying to save what I'm trying to say right now for what I'm going to say about what they gave Usmamani, which is the best male. You understand? Yeah. I feel, and I don't know how they be doing these things now, but honestly, let me just state out this: if it was up to me, then I'm just gonna put them together. But I feel like they would have gave KO rather best male artist, and they would have gave Usmamani, if they wanted Usmamani to win, they gave Usmamani best hip hop. Still with Uvalo. I still feel like Uvalo was still decent enough to win best hip hop, you understand? Yeah. Because of, bro, I said it even when we spoke about melodic and rap, Uvalo is still hip hop, dog. You understand? And it's still a hip hop, dope melodic hip hop song. So if they wanted really Usmamani to win, they would have given best hip hop.
Yeah.
With Uvalo. But best male, bro, I feel like KO has been doing the most. And with his run as well.
Yeah, longevity as well.
You understand? I feel like he's been doing the most. You guys could not probably recognized.
Almost every summer or every second summer, KO
comes through and takes up something.
Exactly.
You understand? So
and he's carrying the culture in that period. You know what I'm saying?
100%. You understand? So I just feel Gucci. With that, I feel like if it was up to me, I would have gave Usman Mani best hip hop. I would have gave KO a best male.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I'm not so sure about the best male, but no, well done to Usman Mani.
But
he's a dope artist.
He's a dope artist. I still believe Gucci. If that's the category, I don't know what criteria they're using to look at it.
You know, that's the first thing that came to my mind, especially when I saw the winners. Not only like the ones that you're highlighting now, but just overall, is that okay? Now that you're speaking about the hip hop, like what is the criteria? What to win, for example, best male? You know what I'm saying? To win best hip hop song, you know. I know when we were discussing it in the previous episode, we broke down in terms of the
when
impact,
it was dropped,
time it was dropped, blah, 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 blah.
Maybe that's what
so
we're looking
where do we see that info, or where do we get that information, or is it just a matter of votes that come in from the public, or a panel that actually makes a decision on these
I think it's that.
awards?
I think it's that. But don't quote me on this. I think also what I've heard like on the street sort of vibe was that Metro does these awards for the artist and the music that they play.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be, if they don't play you on that station, they're not gonna be. You understand? If whatever what you might call if War is the biggest song out there, but as far as them as a station believe Gucci, the biggest song out there is Too Much, and the biggest song that they've played on their station has been Too Much. That's what Too Much is gonna go as far as best hip hop, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, I'm not sure, but that's just some sort of word in the street type vibe.
Yeah.
You understand? But that I could respect. That I could respect because I understand what that's what they're trying to push, and it's fair. You understand? But
it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense.
But what do you think of MT as best produced album though?
I am.
Well, that empty album is dope, and I feel like it deserves recognition, and it's best produced film.
Yeah.
But what did you think of it being recognized as best produced album?
Wait. The other albums that are in that category, do we know what the?
We can check them up honestly.
Yeah.
To just be sure.
Just to be sure.
You understand?
Before you
can say anything.
Yeah.
But other than that, honestly, to tell you the truth, I feel like that album was very dope, né? And to tell you the truth, it had to be recognized. Either it, I don't know, but just it being.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Here's the thing. What happened to best hip hop album?
Remember, you just said just now. It's based on what MetroFM.
Oh, okay.
The listenership and what. Yeah. So I think if it was like a Summer Awards or a South African hip hop awards, then yeah, you could say that.
Okay, I see. Because I've always thought with team. No, it should have been best hip hop album, but best produced album, then you're giving it that means that it was amongst other albums that were not necessarily hip hop.
Yeah,
that's what you're telling me. You understand?
That's why I just wanted to double check.
I just trying to figure out, let's see, what was the other albums that were there. You understand?
But when you're actually listening to War, which was part of the other nominees, it's very nicely produced. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah. So
those are the nominees there.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. There's some other genres.
No, definitely.
Thandiso Mazwai.
Okay.
Nontokozo. Thandiso Mazwai with Sankofa. Nontokozo Mkhize with Lindiwe. Calvin Momo with Ntsako. and then the other one was Lala Tuxin with Finally Famous 2. I haven't listened.
I give it best produced album too.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'll say.
But the other runners-up were, I could say, was Calvin Moment, Lala Tuxin, because I've heard some songs from them, and I'm not sure if they're from that particular album, but their production is very beautiful.
No, 100%.
Very beautiful.
You know what? But I just feel like, you know what? Like a hip hop production is always complicated, bro. Like compared to this, and not that I'm saying that these other ones are less complicated, but when I look at those albums, I feel like, yeah, definitely deserve to be best produced. But maybe we could be wrong. Maybe I could be biased. You understand? Because
it was unfair for maybe hip hop the MT's album to be in with those nominees.
I think it was unfair. I think it was. Yeah, I think that's why I say I feel like where is best hip hop album? You understand? You know, they could best produced album. I see it, but like I say, it could always be gonna mix and match these other genres that we didn't really. Half of those albums I didn't listen to. Actually, most of those albums I didn't listen to.
Yeah.
I know some from Calvin Momal and Lalan Tugzin, like you say. You understand? But you know, the other ones we didn't listen to. So that's why it's going to be very hard for us to be. And also because of we coming from a hip hop point of view, I think it's gonna also be a little bit biased for us to really judge if MT is really best produced. You understand? But at the end of the day,
congrats to him.
But let me ask you this thing: based on everything that dropped last year as far as hip hop, like from Usmamani, I think MT dropped. I think there was that Java and Big Zulu. There was a few albums that dropped last year. I think there was Pretty Ugly dropped, if I'm not sure, last year, if I'm not sure. There was a few guys who dropped last year. Based on that list of categories, now never mind this. And you look at MT album and say it's best produced. Let's ask that.
Whether it's best produced based on the hip hop albums that were dropped last year.
Yes. You understand?
I think it'll have a lot of competition.
And also remember, is it when did Aries drop that P2 as well?
P2 should have been last year.
I don't think it's last year.
Or was it the year before?
Yeah, I think it's the year before. Maybe it's 2018. I think it's 2023. 2013, 2023, bro. I think he dropped that 2023.
2023.
Yeah. So yeah, I think P2 is out of the way. So yeah, I think here's the thing. I think it was from last year. I think it was, which is 2024. I think it was. But we still got the best cover of 2024. That's the only thing that I say. Still got the best album cover of
which EP? Of the
Don't Be Shy, bro.
Season 1 EP.
So that's the vibes, bro. But I think we can leave it on there, bro. Like I think for me, it had to be recognized, like I say.
Yeah.
That MT album, it was good. It had to be recognized. And honestly, when I look at last year's albums, I think I'll give it best produced as far as the fraternity is concerned.
No, okay, I get it. I catch you. But
and that's why I say it had to be recognized.
As we can see, it was.
You can't find
as you can see, it was.
If they were playing it, you can't front on it.
But MT has that influence. And
bro, what do you think of MT now, though? He looks good.
No, he looks good. He looks good. I think he's packaged proper.
He looks good.
He's packaged proper.
Pause.
He's packaged.
Paused. So many pauses, but he looks good, man. He looks like a brother. You know, he looks like a brother, bro. Like he speaks like a brother. He's representing a brother. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, let's move on. But you're on the note of albums. There was that new album that was dropped by Ricky Rick.
Okay. Come on, you can't say what was that new album that was dropped by Ricky Rick.
Yeah.
You gotta say it properly.
Yeah,
you gotta say Ricky Rick's album came out.
Yeah, Ricky Rick's album came out. My bad. Yeah, but what do you think of that? The Boss Zonke Forever album.
Yes.
Yeah. Overall, what do you think of it?
I think it was a
and the features that are on there.
Oh, the features are dope. The features made this album even more nicer. You understand? I would say that. But overall, the album, I feel like it's a decent piece of work. Okay. You understand? It's a very good piece of work. For Ricky Ricky's legacy, it's very good. I don't know if I really hate that people gotta pass on for them to really give out something so good, or for people to really come and present or contribute something so good towards their legacy. You understand? Ricky Ricky has always been and has always trying to push the culture or in a different way. You understand? Or he's always trying to be different in whatever that he's trying to do, and different in a way that he's going to really spark influence and you having to think about, okay, but why is he doing that? You understand? But I feel like maybe when he was here, he was really knocking on those doors, and those doors weren't really coming up like that. But when I really listen to this album that came through right now with the bro, that's very good, man. It's like AI, to tell you the truth. I don't know, I know we like AI so much, and I feel like AI is really the new cool right now. But it's very dope. It's very dope. You can listen to it, and it's like sort of flawless.
Album. It's a beautiful album, man. It touches on different sounds, different emotions.
You understand?
Different vibes.
You understand?
It has, man.
I feel like it's, bro. Here's the thing. I'll tell you this. My favorite song is the very, 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 very first fucking song, bro. Like when I hear that song for the very first time, I spent the whole day listening to that song. Best believe. Like I spent the whole day, and I was on my feelings. It was in my feelings when I was listening to that song too, and I couldn't pass through the first song, and it took me a day to go to the second song, to go to the second
higher
song.
power.
By higher power.
Yeah.
Like it really took me a lot for me to move on from that song. You understand? So, also when I get to the Casper Nyoviolis song though, and I hear it also, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, man, that's a dope song. It's very, it's as if they were in studio together.
You understand?
And writing it.
And bro, and also that's why I'm saying to you, Guti, it's a beautiful piece, bro. Like you could imagine, could we really sit together, man, and peace out, or then do something like that, bro? When we still can, man, nigga, when we still are able to do it, man, nigga, you understand? Because of when I really listened to that as well, I was like, it's so sad that we gotta listen to this. We gotta listen to the last song of Ricky Ricky and Casper Nyoviolis had to be like that.
Yeah.
With all the music they've made together.
Imagine.
You understand? So I was like, you know what?
Yeah. No, it touches on you, especially like from that point of view, man. Because it's probably gonna be the last bit of music with Ricky Rick on it.
But that shit is legendary. I feel like
it is
legendary, and it's classic. I don't know if Ricky Ricky has a classic album before this, but that Boss Zonke Forever, it is Boss Zonke.
I think it's gonna be more influential.
Yeah, it is Boss Zonke Forever. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
It's proper, and it's.
I was asking you about the features as well.
No, the features are dope.
Yeah.
The features are dope. I like the vocalistic feature though.
Yeah.
I like the vocalistic feature.
You like vocalistic?
I think I like vocalistic. I think I like vocalistic.
You like him on the upper piano, or do you like him as well as on the rapping rapper?
I think I like him. I think I like vocalistic, bro. I think I think I don't even hear when he's doing piano when he's doing the rap shit. You understand? But I feel like he really takes this shit very serious.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. But when you are a rapper, I guess you tend to have a certain perspective about other genres.
Yeah.
And because a vocalistic comes through doing piano, right? I've always, I think, what can I say? a group. I'm not saying group, but group is
But
very bad.
they do say that most Amapiano artists started rapping. Like Youngstana was a rapper before he actually jumped on Amapiano.
100%, but Youngstana jumped on Amapiano. Youngstana is not rapping on Amapiano. He's singing on Amapiano.
Yeah. But that's just...
And I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. But I think for me, when I had Vocalistic, I've always had him doing the Amapiano type vibe. I don't know, should we call it rap? But I've always liked it. I don't know how Amapiano niggas do it. You understand? But I know how a rap niggas would do it. But sometimes when I listen to him, especially now on this Boss Zonke Forever, when I listen to him there, I really feel like he's spitting. I really feel like he's becoming sort of like a crossover artist. Okay. You understand? Yeah, you can no longer just see him as an Amapiano artist. You can look at him and say, okay, but you can do rap. You can be featured on rap songs. You can do more than just Amapiano type vibe. And I think also with the personality also it gives that. And I think,
I mean, if you're an artist, you're an artist, man. If you're versatile, not most people are versatile. Some people do struggle with different genres. I mean, like, we're all not perfect, Sometimes we have to learn to perfect.
It's okay to be in your lane sometimes.
True. And it's good to learn.
It's good to learn. That is true. It's always good to learn new shit. You understand? That is fire. That is But I think that's the one feature that I liked on there. I think the other feature that I liked on there, go down. There's a song called the Ish. That's that Ish by with Blackie.
With Blackie.
Yeah, with Blackie. I think it's up there. Yeah, I think it's
Ish. Yeah, Ish the Blackie.
Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that as well.
I like the songs. I heard some of the songs there. They were very, very nice, man. Some of them gave me like a very hip hop feel. Some of them gave me like a very cultural Afro-pop feel. Some was very emotional, man. Some was very emotional. I can't pick a favorite. I can't pick a favorite.
I have a favorite, man.
I can't pick a favorite, but I will get a favorite. Give me time. Give me time.
Favorite, man. It's High Power, bro. Yeah. My favorite is High Power.
No, but you did say you played it over and over and over again. I think there's a deeper message, or it just really just touched you from the start.
From the jump, yeah. It's just High Power, but I think that's my favorite. From the Ricky album.
Okay. Fantastic, man. Is there anything else you want to jump on this album?
No,
the cover looks cool though.
I think the cover looks cool.
The cover looks very cool.
The cover looks
very cool, man.
No, I think I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I think it's a very good album.
Yeah.
It said that you gotta pass on to produce such a.
Can I ask a weird question?
Very good album.
With the music and the albums. You see, Rick, this album was released, and you put it next to Mass Country. How do you feel?
That's exactly how I fucking feel, bro. But with Mass Country, honestly, I feel like most of it, he was around when he was cooked.
Yeah.
And you can tell that he was around, and you could tell that he wanted like Mass Country. I think that when this guy was like, the song was just already uploaded on the DSP. We're just waiting for its day.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. You understand? But God bless the dead, bro. I guess that's what I gotta say. God bless the dead. I think let's get to the Chetty Petty shit.
Yeah.
Let's get to the Chetty.
Let's leave it at that note. Let's just leave it at that note. Oh man.
Let's get to the Chetty Petty shit, bro.
Yeah.
So, bro, do you want to talk about the Reason shit, right?
Yeah.
So Reason stormed out the one place, right? I think we seen the clips a while ago. I think we seen the clip. We digested the clips.
Yep. Over.
We seen the aftermath of what those clips does and so forth and so on. But I think the question that I want to ask you is this thing with the Reason shit, bro. Do you think that was needed?
Man, let's start with what was said in the conversation.
Okay.
Okay, not with what was said, but how it was said, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think any person or any male or any partner who would hear a phrase like that, especially in the presence, it's tasteless. It's not. It doesn't taste good.
It's tasteless. It's tasteless, like you said.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't like it too.
Exactly. So on the basis of that,
You think it was necessary?
It was necessary.
It was necessary.
It was necessary, man. Because you know, a lot of times people talk a lot of things online, you know, and nothing really happens to them. They're not really confronted in a manner that says, okay,
whatever that you're doing, sometimes you're taking it too far.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying?
And sometimes you gotta understand that this is people that we're talking about. You know,
exactly.
they're not all just objects.
No,
you know, they people who got emotions and feelings.
Yeah.
That when scrubbed the wrong way.
Exactly.
You know, they feel a sad way.
Exactly. They go pull up on you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, and I get you. I think also in terms of whatever, I think I understand as being a male, that would not sit well with you. And also, I think there was also a proper way of the individuals who would have maybe highlighted it proper, but I feel like they were just being malicious when they spoke about the said a conversation that made the guy to pull up. And I think he needed to do that. He needed to do. There's a lot of things that he might have done in the moment that I might have disagreed with. But I feel like I agree with him. He needed to, if he could do that, he needed to do that and just pull up on them and have a conversation with them and really tell them a way to really fucking, man, nigga, this is where we draw the fucking line, bro. You understand? This is where we draw the fucking line, bro. And I'm glad that he didn't get physical, you know, but you gotta tell them niggas that this is what's up. You understand? This is what's up. So I guess that's what it is.
Man, we've seen a lot of rappers in such situations. So, so true. It's
Let me ask you this, my guy, because since we're speaking about that, then because of I guess we be getting on these pods, we be getting on our shit, we be saying whatever opinion about people and whatever opinion about individuals. But you think that because of honestly, when I look at that, as far as the reason shit is concerned, that was sort of controversy type vibe. And I think even when the niggas were saying that, I think they were looking for that. Do you think controversy is sort of like good for potting though?
Nah, not every pod.
Okay.
Nah, not really every pod. Speaking in general, just potting.
No, and the reason why I say that because there's a lot of like most pods that you have seen go up so quick. It has always been because of they get online and they say most of the controversial stuff, and those controversial stuff flies. I could go back. I could make the Breakfast Club, ne? And the Breakfast Club is so fucking huge. Yes, I've watched the Breakfast Club since maybe 014, 013 or 012, right? But I know what even as big as they got, there was a lot of controversial shit that they had to do. Remember when Batman had to pull up and say, "Are you niggas done or finished?"
Exactly.
Or what? And I said, "Are you niggas finished or done?"
Exactly.
So it was that was a controversial moment, and prior that moment happening, there was a lot of controversial stuff that probably had been said about Batman, making him to pull up there. And even if it was just fair business, as far as them niggas just saying whatever about whatever the relationship was with Batman and Wayne and that type of vibe, but it was those type of controversial stuff that was being said that made the nigga to pull up and say, you know what, are you niggas done or finished or what? You know what I'm saying? And I had MT reference him so nicely on that war song. That, you gotta put some respect on to y'all. That was some fire shit. You understand? But it being dead, you understand? That's what I'm asking you. Do you think we need controversy to be popping as a pod?
Nah, I'm gonna say this, dog. Podding is another medium of entertainment, right? For the longest of time, and people, whether it was people on different channels, different platforms, used controversy to pull the numbers up.
Yes.
So controversy in podcasting, it's not like a new thing, but is it necessary? I don't think so. Okay. But I think what agenda are you trying to pull, though?
True.
What agenda are you trying to pull? You know, if you're on that celebrity and gossip type of thing, most likely most of your content is to push controversy. You know what I'm saying? If it's just, I don't know.
Do you think? Let me ask you this.
Mental health or something like that. No.
And the reason why when you're saying this thing, I'm understanding. Do you think when I disagree with a certain song or with a certain vibe, I'm being controversial? No.
It's your own opinion.
Okay. Okay. So do you think that when I say, and I'm saying this because of we're gonna go talk about the Nyoviolis. We're gonna talk about the Nyoviolis. The reason why I'm saying this because I say that because do you think when I say I don't like a set Casper Nyoviolis song, do you think I'm being controversial or I just be singing my opinion?
You see in our last episode there, we gave our opinions on Casper Nyoviolis. I think you mentioned a line about him and the relationship with AKA during the feud. I think we're discussing about if what SA beef is profitable around that time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the clip, we're not vibing to the song.
We're not vibing to the song. That's the vibe, bro. 100%.
So what I'm basically trying to say is that we can, and I'm not talking about him specifically. I'm just talking about.
You're gonna talk about Kes a lot here because, and I'm a fan. I'm a Kes fan, so. Bro, we Kes fan.
Hey, it is what it is. Yo, what's up,
we Kes? Doing that horse caramel, man.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we are able to be critical and give our opinions and still show love at the same time. Yeah, man, you can just be real. Real recognize real. But sometimes in a manner that people say things, it might come off
like you are hating type vibes.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you are being malicious type vibes.
You know what I'm saying?
And the reason why I'm asking about it, but I caught you 100%, my nigga. It is because of when I look at the Nyoviolis, I really love that shit. I really love that.
Nyoviolis.
Kes gotta be Nyoviolis now. It's AKA Nyoviolis.
It is what it is.
You know, but I really love that moment. I really love Soul for giving us that moment.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes we need that type of vibe, bro. That's what keeps the culture going. That's that
controversy.
I feel like that's what keeps the culture going, bro.
You know it.
When I saw it, let me ask you this: what did you think of? And there's a lot that I want to dish out as far as the whole Soul and Casper Nyoviolis.
Yeah.
But what did you think of him misering him?
It was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was funny. It was funny.
And awkward.
And very, very awkward. Hey man, it was a moment in culture.
It was a moment in culture.
It was a moment in culture, man. It was a moment in culture. At the same time, it's a weird and difficult, not difficult, and at least it's a weird situation because of what is being said on podcast and show. Either Soul or MONYC, and at the same time, Casper, as well,
Let me ask you this thing, let me say this. At least he gave him a hug.
Was that a hug?
At least he didn't push him away. At least he
Okay.
didn't shove him away. So, we can say at least.
At least that.
At least he gave him that. But let me ask you this thing: do you think that Soul is a malicious critique?
Malicious critique.
Yeah, and what I mean about that is that when he gives you critique, is he coming from a malicious place or he's fair?
Generally, he isn't.
What about Kespanyoves specifically? Because there's a lot that has been said about him up there.
Where up there?
Up the chill.
Oh yeah. No, there is. You know, are you asking me about?
I'm asking
Soul's
about
views?
Soul's views
Yeah.
on Kes. Because of Soul was the one being misered. I understand if Kes said to Mez, McG, fuck, nobody would really care about it. I don't even think McG would want to go up to fucking Kes. But Soul went up to Kes, and we understand. That's what I'm asking you. Do you think he's and not just only on Kes, and we can ask on Kes as well. But do you think whenever he critiques, he comes from a controversial point of view?
No, I don't think so. But I feel like some of his points, how can I say? It's like, if you're aware of the room, you're aware of certain factors, and you weigh them all together, I think he weighs more on what he sees and what he feels, and not really overview. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have your own opinion, but you're looking at it from objectively, And it's not to say that generally he doesn't look things objectively, but some of the stuff he says is like, look at it another way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at it from a different angle,
No, I see that. I see that. That I see.
Yeah.
I think you alluded to what I wanted to say. I think Nami that's how I view him. In most of the time he's most of the time, to me, he comes off fair.
Yeah, he does come out fair.
It could be whatever that it could be said. He's just always trying to be on that neutral point of view. You understand? Although, do you think whatever that they were saying about Hoshkaramam or whatever they saying about Kespanyoves is really decampaigning the nigger shit?
Decampaigning?
Yeah, the nigger shit.
Man, how many other people might not like the song?
Do you think that, okay, Hoshkaramam, we know it's a nice song. Or at least we it's a nice song up here. Yeah. You understand? So, but I'm asking you, if I get up on here and then like they got up there and then say maybe the song is trash, maybe Kespanyoves needs to go back to his bag, maybe he needs to drop the mic before the mic drops him. Do you think them saying that versus the song be nice or the song? Understand? Do you think this is sort of like a decampaigning to the song or even to the nigga versus just the nigga himself? Like, what do you think that's happening?
No.
Okay.
No. It's a creative given opinion. Some of the stuff might be a bit too much.
Okay.
A bit like, see when you take one step forward.
I heard
you.
I heard you.
But then overall, it's like, I'm giving an opinion as a creative.
Yeah. I heard you. I think I understand you, and I think I agree with you. I think also, Nami, I really feel good. He's a fair individual.
Yeah.
You understand? In terms of what all sort of critique that he dish out. You understand? He's not. Sometimes he always thinks. You understand?
Yeah.
Before he says whatever that he wants to say.
Most of the time he has facts, he has knowledge,
100%.
So, man. Sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad, man. Especially when you're dealing with people, man.
Yeah. And honestly, I think the reason why I say that I really liked that is because of, he said it, even with his reply, he said that deep down there is a Kespanyoves fan in him. And so he didn't even feel some type of weird vibe in terms of how everything happened, you understand? Because of he did that because of he saw somebody that he's a fan of, and he went up to and he just was trying to embrace and
he embraced it.
Yeah, but that nigga Capo, I don't know who that nigga is who jumped in and started telling me that he's a liar. Yeah, he saved them. He saved them from the whole. For like he was trying to like, let me just steal this whole awkwardness away. You know,
and just do some.
Yeah, but I think also, I think if I was if I was in Caspanyo's shoe, I understand. I would have done the same thing.
We get it, man.
Yeah, I think I would have done the same thing.
We get it.
You understand? Because at the end of the day, also you gotta go off of people's opinion and the general public's opinion. You understand? The general people's opinion is that sometimes when they see you doing the friendly shit with somebody who's talking shit about you the other side, they think that you are the one who's like an asshole type vibe. You understand? So I think also you're just trying to protect his public image and say, you know what, I understand that some of the things you might be saying him on your platform because of that. But also I feel like them niggas should know really their impact though. Do you think them niggas know their impact though?
Yeah. I think they do know the impact because
they should know their impact.
What I was literally gonna say after you ended that point is that, man, we just gotta look forward to fill up.
We are going to fucking Free State, man. We said we're going to Free State.
Yeah, that is Free State.
Bro, we pulling up.
Just look forward to fill up.
We fucking pulling up, bro. And by the way, bro, Cass, man, it's been a while, bro. Like, we are used to the day where fill up happens yearly. You understand? So please, man, I don't care where you take this shit. Do fill up yearly because we pulling up, my nigga. We really pulling up. We want
you
this shit.
You gonna find Gentship out there, man. We gonna find Gentship out there.
Gentship in this motherfucker, my nigga. You understand? So please, bro. And thank God, man. And thank God for making mention of that because of I totally was out of my mind.
Yeah. Well, man, it's a big thing, man. Because man, it's huge, man. And that's how you influence culture. Fill up. That's how you fucking buy a ticket.
You understand? No, yeah, true. By the way, man, please subscribe, man, to our YouTube channel, bro. To our YouTube channel, man. Please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I don't know where he's. I'm still trying to figure out where he's at. Yeah, but please subscribe, bro. Please subscribe. I'll probably know in the next episode.
We gonna see you.
Yeah, that's
how it's
so yeah.
Yeah, let's move on to the next thing, man. No, you tell me about it, man. You.
I think the next thing is that do you think it was a let me ask it like this. Do you think it was like a spicy sort of way of to Maglera not giving him that best hip hop song though with Let Me Cook?
No, wait. What are you asking me?
I'm asking you if do you think the Metro was being spicy to Maglera with not giving him that Let Me Cook, bro? Because that Let Me Cook is still fine. I don't care they gave it too much. But do you think they were being spicy?
I don't think they were being spicy, but he deserved to take it.
Yeah. I'll say.
I don't think they were being spicy, but he deserved to take it.
Yeah, okay.
Klar.
So
let's not even waste time.
So man, Maglera has been nominated for Best International Act at the BET. Yeah. What do you think of that? It's happening. I don't know if he's gonna win. At this point in time, I don't even know who's gonna win and who's not winning, and I don't even want to try to say who's gonna win. But what do you think of him being recognized or nominated there?
It's very, very dope, man. Because that just gives how can I say? It gives what's the right word?
Validation.
It gives validation for his rise because he's just been rising. He does. So just that nomination alone, man. Just tells you the kind of level
he's on.
The kind of level
he should be recognized.
The kind of level, like how you say, you should be recognized. Because, man, I don't see Maglera Doe Boy taking a step behind in any way. You know, this is a you know that one step you'll be like, yes, I'm on the scene now, and it's just about climbing now. Literally about climbing. So that's what I feel about that nomination. I think there were a few I don't know if there was a South African who won that previously before that award.
That award.
But I know it's very heavily contested.
Do you want to check that out?
I know that it's heavily contested.
Yeah. No. And also,
generally year on year, that nomination is heavily contested.
That now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think also never have seen a South African who has ever won that award. By the way, but I think my vibe is this thing, and that's what I want to ask you. Do you think that you can only get that award one time though? If and the reason why I say one time, or you can ever be nominated for that award one time?
How so?
Because it's always has been seeming like this best international act, it's always gonna be like a rising artist, like a Usmamani type vibe, who's gonna be recognized internationally, and they don't win it. Next year it's gonna be another rising star.
Oh yeah.
Who's gonna be international, and it's never gonna be like Maglera Doe Boy cannot be nominated this year, and he's still having a good year. Like Nyoviolis was one time nominated. I'm not sure. Can he be nominated this year and be nominated next year if he's still having those good years? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Or it's just that one time with T. You're gonna be nominated one time. He's always been Nigerian.
Actually, let's go back to the point before you continue. Let's go back to the point. So, the past winners of that BET International.
Yo, there's always been my fucking Lagos niggas, bro. There's always been my fucking Lagos niggas winning this shit, bro. I'm trying to be.
Let me take a drink, man. Let me take a drink.
Yeah, so man, I'm trying to. Can a nigga not be nominated for this shit or what?
So to answer your question, my nigga, you good? Yeah, you got it out. You got it. Okay. So the previous two South Africans that won this BET International Act Award, firstly was Black Coffee.
Okay.
Back in 2016.
Okay. That's my coffee.
And then the next South African was in 2024 with Tyler.
Okay. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Speaking of Tyler, go on.
But most of the other previous winners is linked to what you previously just said.
Can I see if maybe Whiskey has won it like twice or something like that?
Whiskey has won it, but once is 1 year. Yeah, once.
But then Burna Boy has won it
1, 2, 3.
Oh, so you can be re-nominated.
Yeah. So David has won it twice. Burna Boy has won it 4 times. Thames has won it in 2022.
Hey, my nigga.
In 2015, a Ghanaian by the name of Stone Boy has won it as well.
Oh, okay. But then that means that answers my question to say you can be nominated because of the Davidos and the Burna Boy has been winning it has won it more than once.
Yeah.
So that means they have been re-nominated.
Yeah.
So, bro, I don't know what it is that makes us South African acts not to win it. And honestly, seeing that Tyler has won it last year, Tyler has been winning every fucking thing, and that's where my thing was gonna be. That's what I was gonna ask you to say. What do you think of Tyler, bro? I'm so sorry that we gotta jump on Tyler, but what do you think of Tyler? Tyler's been winning everything, bro.
Yeah, no, that's great that she's been winning everything. I mean, I think she deserved it for the project that she did. I'm just looking a few years ahead, you know. And I don't think it should happen or will happen with Tyler. But you know, when you start right here, especially with your success,
yeah,
and if you come up with a project after that, if it's below that par, it's difficult to how can I say, live through that process, you know. So I'll have every hope that she maintains that level. I'm afraid when that eventually happens, or maybe she releases a song or single or album that's not really, it's lukewarm, you know.
True.
But she has the talent.
No, she has the talent.
She's got the talent.
She has the talent.
That's my take on Tyler.
Okay. No. I think we're gonna just leave it as that.
Yeah.
I think with me, I'll just say she has the talent. Then she's beautiful. She's a beautiful young lady, bro. So I think, and with the project like that she actually dropped, like you say, bro, like it deserved all the accolades that it has got. You understand? I think let's leave it as that, as Tyler. You know, let's just leave it as that.
Since we are international.
So, okay.
Since we are international.
Okay.
You know, the other thing that happened, you know, was our fellow Mr. President meeting Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, they had an interaction about what has been happening in certain news outlets, especially from Trump's side. What's your take on it, and what actually? What do you think about the news that Trump is spreading as compared to what's really happening, as compared to what you see since you are living in South Africa?
Honestly, yeah, well, to tell you the truth, bro, seeing that and seeing everything that is happening as far as what has been propaganda to that side, to what is happening this side, it's really a sad situation, my guy, to tell you the truth. It's really a sad situation because you know we deal with this stuff. We deal with this stuff on an everyday basis. You understand? We go through crime on a daily basis. You understand? And people lose their life on a daily basis, irrespective of who they are. You understand? But crime is a serious situation here in SA. You understand? And I think also the reason why these things would happen, it's not like I'm not saying that there isn't white farmers that have been killed. There is white farmers that have been killed, but the reason why most probably that would happen, it is because of crime affects each and every single one. We Nati as a home, as we living in the township, we living in the suburbs, we do get house break-ins, house robberies that sometimes leave people dead in those house break-ins. And so it's not because of only these things are happening to a certain type group of people. You understand? So I understand you having to raise it as a issue, but then don't think good now. Whatever they talking genocide, they talking people having to be afforded refugees elsewhere. I'm like, this is crazy, bro. As a matter of fact, we are the ones who need refugee, bro, because we are starving out here. You understand? I'm starving, me and my baby, my dog. You understand? It's not just me who's starving. You understand? You should come to the township and really see how life is. You understand? Life is really fucked up on there. You understand? But then, and people are dying every single day because of crime there. How many? What is this thing? What heist that we see? The CIT heist. How many do we see? There's so many. It's not because of now we're going to say we are targeting the people who are working there or the people who are doing this thing and we are killing them, because these people have been killed there as well. But crime affects every single one. Either you are in your house or you are outside in the streets. It affects you. Because that's just the type of state that we are living in.
True.
You understand? It doesn't really matter where you are. You understand? So having to see those people go out there and they have to portray this big message to the world that we are those sort of people, I'm like, it sounds crazy, bro.
Yeah, it sounds fucked up.
And I really see how they make the whole Julius Malema tag in, and I'm like, but that's not even the point, my nigga.
You know what really baffles me, fam, like really baffles me, or something I just don't understand, is the height of this propaganda.
Yo,
the largest scale.
Yo,
like, you know when you see blatant lie, you be like, Trump,
And here's the thing, bro,
you know, it just doesn't make sense to me. And the thing is that, you know, you can look at America now. We've known America to have one of the most solid intelligence, but to create such propaganda, blatant.
And it's so easy to see.
Exactly.
But hi man, this is what is wrong.
Don't make fucking sense. So that's how I feel about it. It's like, no man, like no fam, no man.
And he had a booklet. He had a booklet here by him, right? And he kept on saying this. And I'm like, oh.
You know, some of these things are not even from even SA, dog. Some of them are even sourced from Ghana or something like that. Like,
bro, my nigga, when I saw that, man, I was like, bro, what is, you know? And honestly, when that happened, we are in the midst of something terribly has been happening at home with the youth at home. You understand? Where people are losing their lives.
Yeah.
And now this is just the youth rebelling against the community. It's not white, black, whatever. It's just the youth rebelling against the community. And people are killing each other. And you got a booklet here. And you're saying, and I'm like, wow, does this guy understand what I'm sitting with right now?
Yeah.
I got people, we got crime. Crime has took over our society, bro. Crime has took over our fucking society.
100%, fam.
You understand? Even Aries says it best on one of the songs on this Listen to HP that he does. He says, even the law enforcement are in it because of they do this shit so that they can provide, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But I'm only saying that shit to say to you, Guti, crime has took over the society.
Yeah.
We dealing with that, and we got 49 people up there, and they portraying us to the world that we are this type of a people.
49. Out of how many people that live in South Africa?
Yeah, it was crazy. Honestly, It was crazy. And here's the other thing also that I really did not really like about the people who are up there with the president. I really like how our president, honestly, how polite he is, because honestly, he's very diplomatic. It's like he was taught to be diplomatic. But, it's like our president was really taught how to be diplomatic.
Nah, I think he was just prepared because of the type of person he's gonna meet and the type of stunts, you know.
No, but
he's likely to pull.
The thing is, how can you smile throughout the whole conversation? And I didn't see the whole conversation.
I watched the whole thing.
You watched the whole thing?
I watched the damn whole thing.
Thank God you got inside, nigga. I didn't watch the whole fucking thing, right?
No, man. Like, especially when they're playing the damn video. No.
Yeah.
He just seemed like, you know, when someone's like, okay, I watched the video. Let's continue talking with. Why am I here? We're here to address something. We can't watch a 5-minute video in front. No, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, let's get to the business. You know.
And which was very nice and fair.
To talk about what you think, what's happening in South Africa. Here are all these people I came with. I came with Ernie Els. I came with Johan
to give you.
I came with
insights.
You know what I'm saying? To say that here are the people. We can give you that evidence. They can give you confidence to say that this is not bloody happening. You know what I'm saying? So because it's Donald Trump, and he's a man of stunts.
Yeah, no, he's a man of stunts.
You know?
I really like how he's presidenting, though. I really like how he's presidenting, and I guess you gotta, when you go to him, you really must know what you're gonna get. You can't go to him and expect anything less.
What you must check is this other reporter lady. I think she's from AWN. She's a black lady.
No, I think I've seen that clip.
Yeah.
I've seen the clip.
You saw she was addressing that.
That's the only thing I'm going to say. Just go check that clip.
Check the clip. That's how you stand your ground.
That's the way, and also that's honestly my honest opinion about everything that has happened.
Yeah.
My honest opinion about everything that has happened with the president. That's my clip. But just lastly, I really hated how I would say Donald Trump kept on interfering or interrupting our president. I really hate that. Man. And there was other people who could speak, and he would allow them to speak. But as soon as Cyril started speaking, there was one time where he gave Cyril.
I saw Cyril I feel like Cyril wanted to throw those papers away. Like, you know what? Whatever, dog. Let's talk about whatever you need to talk about. That's how I felt like.
Bro, everybody could speak there and he would listen. But every time when Cyril would speak, he just keeps on interrupting him. And the one time he interrupted him with these papers, I felt bad. I closed off the fucking channel. I was like, I'm not gonna see this. I'm not gonna watch this. But ultimately, do you think? Okay, yeah. The moral of the story is this: do you think it was important for Cyril for him to go there or not?
I don't think it was important.
Okay.
I think he just should have stayed here.
That's how I feel so.
You know what I'm saying?
He should have just stayed here.
There's someone that
and be a boss here.
There's someone that we need to talk about on the next episode, and it's that the president of Burkina Faso.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about him on the next episode. Well,
100%.
Because then we're talking about heads of states.
100%.
Yeah, but something like that. But you touched on something previously now during our conversation, especially with the SA crime, and how it currently is. You know, I feel like we're at a time in South Africa where at any moment where you come out your house,
yeah, you could.
Anything
can happen to you.
Literally anything
That's
can happen
just
to
a fact. And it's so
anything
sad.
Anything can happen to your children, your mother, your sister, your grandmother, your grandfather,
and yourself.
You and yourself.
If
you're at that point.
No, that's. I think it's fair to say that, my guy. We are literally at a point where I don't even know if we are safe or not. But anything can happen right now. You understand? Our crime levels has went so high, and also the sad thing about our crime levels is that these perpetrators, my guy, sometimes they go off unpunished. You understand? They go off unpunished. I don't know what it is, but the level of crime that we are dealing with right now, you see it when people say that we got a level, this stats, this so much percentage of crime. You see it.
You don't hear now.
You don't hear it. You understand? You see it.
It's happening next door. It's
100%.
You know, so just here. You know, so.
We are at the most roughest time of our lives. You understand? And to tell you the honest truth, Monais, it has to do with a lot of things that has happened, and we are very aware. There's a lot of things that has happened publicly that we are very aware that it's 100% crime. But you can imagine the things that are unpublic, my nigga. You understand? It's a lot.
Stories that you had, Bryce.
You understand?
Stories that you had work.
You understand? It's a lot, my gang. And I don't know, is it the government? I don't know, is it the police service that is failing us? I don't know, is it the community that is failing itself?
It's a combination of factors, fam. It's a combination of factors, man. It's a sad situation. It's a sad situation. It's not safe out here, though.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
I'll say that.
Yeah, man. We can't leave it on a heavy note.
True.
We can't really leave it on a heavy note. We just gotta let's leave it on a happy note, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're the kind of niggas that, you know, we're very positive. We're very motivational. We seek motivation. We're happy about a lot of things, especially stuff that give us soul, stuff that actually build us, stuff that actually develop us. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, Gentship match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gentship
we
match.
out here, bro. We out here.
We're on sale. We've been on sale. We've been on sale.
Yeah.
So don't forget to check out that Gentship merchandise. We told you where it's at. www.gentship.co.za.
Yeah.
We're on the different social medias.
And
catch us on Insta, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube.
And also what I was gonna say is that just look out for the dictionary out there, bro.
Yeah.
No,
actually, that's something that I actually wanted to really speak about.
Yeah.
That's a very positive note, actually.
Yeah.
We are working and we've released some content on the Gentship dictionary. You've seen it on our socials. That's basically to highlight some of the words and phrases some of the Gentship members use. You know what I'm saying?
We use on a daily.
You know what I'm saying? So we are very proud about that. We keep on the lookout for that. There's different type of words and phrases that are going to come out as time goes by. I think that's a very proud project, you know what I'm saying? We spoke about the Gentship mesh. We spoke about some of the stuff that we love. The Gentship dictionary. Don't forget to get that.
Yeah.
You got to plug, obviously, the DBS Season 1 EP.
You gotta check it out.
Yeah, man.
Bro. You
If
gotta
you haven't
check
checked
it
it
out.
out, please check it out.
You gotta check it
On
out.
all
bro.
audio platforms are some beef.
One thing, okay, what is your favorite song again?
My favorite song, Stressed Out, Alan Keatsy, No Pressure.
Alright, cool stuff. Those are the ones. Those are the ones. We put one. Which one on top?
It changes every day. It changes every day.
All right, cool stuff.
Yeah.
I think let's just leave it at there, bro. I think there's something that I just want to plug on to as far as the sidebars, bro. You know, I was going through my socials the other day, and I saw that Back to the City actually asked if who do you want to see on the stage, right? And I saw that Rap City actually retweeted the shit, and he said, "I want to be up there." And I said, "What do you think of it?" I promise you, I saw Rap retweeted that shit. I was like
the
wow.
Rap City,
Bro, that would be dope.
Yo, man.
Bro.
What I can say about Rap City, man, that's a dope MC.
Bro, if they can unplug
That's a
Rap
dope
City,
MC.
if they can unplug Rap City and Back to the City, you
Please.
niggas deserve all flowers, bro. That's something
To all the hip hop fans who are listening to this, to all the hip hop fans who love Back to the City, to all the hip hop fans that love SA hip hop, to all the hip hop fans that love raw hip hop,
bro.
please.
But we gotta retweet that Back to the
Retweet
City.
that shit.
They gotta retweet that Back to the City. But yeah, I think
Retweet
that's
that
that.
shit.
And I think you wanna say something on the Diddy, because there's just a lot that is happening on the Diddy.
Yo, man, Diddy, the diddler. Yo, man, there's a lot of shit with happening, Diddy, man. Diddy's gonna go through a whole lot.
There's a lot.
Something is gonna stick.
Yeah.
If not a lot. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's
about
the only thing that I wanna say, man. I have you been keeping track?
I've been touching base a bit. Some of the shit is just crazy and wild.
I stopped.
Some of the shit is just crazy and wild.
I'm like, you niggas will tell me. You know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that shit is just too much. Like,
Yeah.
it's too much.
Hollywood ain't got shit on that.
Yeah, that's bro. So yeah, And I think lastly, bro, it's just the Aquesta album.
Yeah.
What's the album? The Big Bro Theory came through. What do you think of that? I know we were listening to it earlier on. What do you think of that?
I like it. I need more time to listen to it.
Aye.
But some of the songs that I heard now, very quiet to feel. Some hip hop. So it's a very mixed for me. For Questa, I want to say this for Questa. He's moving very different, very complete, very Hotman-like, G-like.
Don't call us a hot man, bro.
No. Like when I say Hotman, like he is creating a space for himself.
Okay.
For
himself.
Exactly. Space for himself for the future.
I see.
That's why I'm like, I love the way he's moving. I love the way he looks complete. I love everything about it.
I respect
Packaging,
that. I
everything.
take that. I receive that. Pause. I was gonna ask you. I was checking that you know the last Western album that came out was in 2016, and that's a solo album. I think he did a collab sometimes in 2022 with Kabza, but his last solo album came out in 2016. What do you think of that?
About 9 years though.
Yeah, that's about 9 years since he put out a project or an album. So, what do you think? What do you think of an Questa type artist? Do you think everybody could be like a Questa, could go away for like 9 years?
Nah, not everyone.
And everything's still okay?
Not everyone. You see, the nice thing about Questa is that during that 9 years that he hasn't released, it's not like we forgot about him.
Well, 100%.
It's not like we forgot about him.
100%.
And the way he comes back like he never left, man.
That's what I'm saying,
He
bro.
like he never left. He's like a Kendrick, man. Kendrick leaves, he comes back.
That's what I remember when I had this album when it was released. I was like, sure. It's like the voice is still the same, you know. The energy, it's just maturity now.
It's just maturity, man.
You understand? And it sounds nice. That's the thing that I want to say.
It sounds beautiful.
But yeah, I guess you gotta be a Questa to do that, right?
You gotta be a
stay
Questa.
9 years without releasing nothing, and you come back and
like none happened, dog. Like nothing
That's what's up, bro. But I guess that has been it, man.
Yeah, I think the last thing I wanted to part off for this episode is, man, don't lose your man card.
Hey,
Do
don't
not
fucking lose your man
card.
No, that's the vibe. That's the
Don't
vibe.
fucking lose it.
In the word of Terrence Howard.
Wait, please.
Do not. Don't lose your main card, please. And we are out of here, man.
And we are out of here. This has been a
Mongz.
great episode, man, of Gentship in the Studio podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Episode 11.
Yeah.
You know it, man. I
Yeah.
am a nice, the MONYC, the king himself.
And
Mr.
I-
Lang.
and
Mr.
I am-
Longhair.
and I am
Mr.
Breezy.
Longhair don't care. Mr. Longhair don't care.
I do the long hair, don't care.
What's up, my nigga? And this is my brother, man. This is my brother, man.
And I am Breezy Mongz, KoGae, aka the boys in the house. Jake is good with the house. You know their vibes, bro. We've been here. Then we are out of here,
That's
bro.
what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe, man.
That's what's up.